talk about in this community is how can we move forward as a community? How can we make a difference? That's the most important part. When you talk about the city and the county, people become very passionate about that conversation. Some are very suspicious. Some are very hopeful. Some figure out, what are they talking about? Or does it really matter? It does matter. Of course it matters. It is about jobs, economic growth, and the well-being of our community. It does matter. The thing that I think we can look at this is that, first of all, St. Louis County, very educated is, we are the largest jurisdiction in the state by population. 1 million people. 1 million people. People say in St. Louis County, they mean it in a very sly way, but so much the truth. When the city and the county come together, how much is it going to cost us this time? That's what they think. But think about it and turn it around the other way. How much is it costing us right now? An example. When you leave the St. Louis metropolitan area, you don't say you're from Western Roads. You won't say you're from Mary Street. You don't say you're from Streetsbury. You don't say you're from Northwoods. You say you're from St. Louis. That's what you say. That's how the world views us as St. Louisans. And believe it or not, the people in Illinois have the same issues. In St. Clair and Madison, St. Charles County, they all view us as one. We view ourselves as separate. That's the reality of it. As you move forward in the 21st century, we talk about how can we grow St. Louis? How can we make a difference in this community? We talk about leadership and partnership. The haves and the have-nots. The 90 municipalities, some work, some doesn't work. The city of St. Louis have issues. People think that if the city comes into the county, we're going to take over all their debt, and it will be saved. That's not true. The other issue is this. The city of St. Louis is our front door. The arch is not in Clayton. It's not in Clayton. The arch is in the city of St. Louis. That's our front door. The things that St. Louis County do as a great partnership, think about Metro, MSD, the arts. The vast majority of the money comes from St. Louis. The vast majority. Everybody knows that. But also you recognize that any great municipality or region needs two things. Public transportation and airport. We have those things. What we don't have is better cooperation and the efficiency of taxpayers' dollars. That's what we don't have. Now, everybody thinks that where they live is the greatest place. Peace of mind. Where I live is great. We don't have any problem. That is not true. As a community, we need to start talking about the dialogue that how we make our community better than it is right now. If the mayor said at one time, St. Louis City was the 4th largest city, where are we now? There's something that we're not doing efficiently to move our community forward. As leaders of this community, we have an obligation to do better. And what we're saying is, we don't know the answers. Let's go about having a dialogue, a meaningful dialogue. Let's gather some data. Let's get some information. Let's see what we're spending and what we're getting for those dollars. Are we actually growing our economy? Are we actually moving forward? Are we doing the things that make a difference? Are our schools or where they need to be? Folks, we have some questions that ask ourselves. This is like kicking the car, kicking the tire. Does it work? Kicking the tire don't take out the problems. They don't. Talking about it don't fix the problem. It gives you an idea of where you need to go. We need to look at this in a realistic way and push aside some of those old adages that if it don't impact me, it's all right. Everything that we do impacts all of us. The schools in the city of St. Louis that don't work, it impacts St. Louis County. The schools in St. Louis County that does not work, it impacts St. Louis County. The municipalities in St. Louis County that do not work, it impacts all of us. The things that don't work in this region impact this community and its growth and its job creation and us being all that we can be. In the St. Louis metropolitan area, my friends, we got a lot of things that we can be very proud of. And I talk about those things all the time. I talk about the Monsanto investing $400 million. And they're going to what? Have 675 people. I talk about Express Scripts, a $100 billion corporation right here in the St. Louis region. They're going to have 1,500 people. The RGA, $154 million, another 300 people. We got the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center. We have more plant scientists in the St. Louis area than anywhere in the world. Look at Cortex, that center, BJC. We have a lot of great things. St. Louis University, Washington University, University of Missouri St. Louis. We got some stuff. If you look at the community college, we got infrastructure in education. Even in the public schools in the city of St. Louis, Metro is one of the top schools in the country. It's right here. Folks, we have an opportunity to do better. People think that leadership is an easy thing. It is hard. Believe me, it's hard work. People push back. But the issue is information and intelligent discussion about how do we get people to work together. Let me give you an example. When Boeing Corporation said we got an idea for the St. Louis area and compete with other regions, this community came together in 3 weeks. Think about that. In 3 weeks, we actually passed a bill up in Jefferson City. Imagine that. 3 weeks of tax credits. Because we show what jobs opportunity makes a difference. We did it. We're on the world stage. We're competing as a community. That's huge. That's exciting. That's enjoying. You didn't get it. But when we showed the world, we were prepared. That's what we showed the world. We are prepared to compete anywhere. We got leadership, got unions, got corporations. They all came together to make a difference. Folks, we have momentum in the St. Louis metropolitan area. There's no question in my mind we're going in the right direction. Now, the key to this thing is, where do you want to be in the future? Where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years, 50 years from now? I say it all the time, and America indicated it. I love when he says, St. Louis is a pulse of the region. And I say St. Louis County is the economic engine of the region. Think about together what that means. Economic growth. That means that we begin to be in the top 10 region in the world. Not just the greater metropolitan area, not just in the United States, but the world. It is a global economy. We're competing with a lot of folks that don't look like us. God, thank you. But I'm telling you folks, if we're going to be competitive in the 21st century, we have to think different. We have to think outside the box. If you keep thinking the way we're thinking, guess what? The results will be the same. That's why this thing about better together is all about how can we get better. We talked about the Mosaic Project, about immigration, about growth. How can we do it better? My friends, we do it better together. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what it means. But I know we got to do a better job when we cooperate together and work together. I know that. That's a fact. Now, I know my friends in municipalities get anxious about this. Because I'm going to tell you something, folks. 20 years ago, I was completely opposed to it, as the mayor said in office. Make no question about it. I saw no value in it. Because I didn't see anything in it for me and the folks that I represent. Our challenge today is getting people that's not here to understand the value in what we're talking about. If we can't tell that story, we have lost. Because at the end of the day, Francis and Charlie won't make this decision. It's the people in this room. The folks in the municipality, the folks in the wards. They're going to be the deciders at the end of the day. If we fail to tell the story, it will not happen, and we will fail. And that's insulting to me for this community. We can do better. We have to do better. It's not about us. It's about our future. So as I close, I'm excited about this, about the conversation. We got to have it. We just got to have it. But even more importantly, at some point, we got to figure out what is in our best interest. What's in our best interest? For our children, our grandchildren. What is in our best interest? Not me. Take me out of it. What is the future? And I'm leaving with this one thing I thought was most interesting. Some of you heard this before I said this before, many occasions. I had the opportunity, Mayor Slade and I went to China. And we was in this meeting with the Vice Premier of China. And I was with 2 U.S. senators, 2 congressmen, Mayor Slade and I, and a host of this. We was in this conversation. And we met the Vice Premier of China to talk to an interpreter. This is profile. This interpreter made a mistake. And the Vice Premier of China stopped that person and spoke fluent English. Now, my friends, nobody in our delegations spoke the other language, not one of us. If our interpreter made a mistake, we wouldn't have known. But the Vice Premier of China spoke fluent English. I said to say this: when people speak your language, they know who you are in your culture. Folks, we are in a fight for our life. The United States is the greatest country this world has ever known. But we're not up there by ourselves any longer. We have to fight for it. And those folks are competitive. Europe, China, Indonesia, they're competitive. It's a global economy, and St. Louis need to play a major role in that activity. As Americans, we can do better. We must do better. So I say to you in closing, this is a great opportunity. Ask the tough questions. Don't give any quarters. Don't be nice about it. Say what's on your mind. That's the only way we can get the solutions that can move our community forward.